Alright, welcome back. This is M-Dog. I don't know how we outdo that last episode. I reckon we can't, so let's just aim low this time. I'm here fishing for white bream. The only thing I did off recording was, as here's the current orders, there's a couple of nice white bream orders. Unfortunately, this 52 silver one is, we just don't have enough time to do it, I don't think. But, if we had more time on it, we probably could. We've already gotten two that are that size. So I've caught a few white bream, but one thing I did do earlier today, I was going to record a session, and I got on, and there was the easiest cafe order I've ever seen. I basically needed 6 rough, I think over 70 grams, and it was for like 50 silver. So I started recording and just went over to the camp over there, and in a matter of not very long at all, completed a 50 silver order, and then realized I had just woken up. I was tired. It's probably not the best time to try to record an episode, so I ended up not continuing with that episode and just deleted it. But I wanted to tell you that's where I got this silver from, and we're going to finish fishing for white bream. At the very least, we can do this 22 silver order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's worth 22 silver, so that's going to be worth it. I think the white bream will stop biting here soon. And then I thought we would go experiment a little bit more at our Chinese sleeper hole. There's also a 50 silver order for basically a trophy roach, which I'm sure we won't catch that, but oh look, it's another one. Holy cow, that one's huge. How many do I need? 5? We're gonna be like we're gonna be so close, yet so far away. This is a nice white bream. I'm gonna start believing that there's a chance. I think that's a sleeper. Now a couple more small sleepers like that, and we do have an order for that. But as we sit here fishing, I think my goal is gonna be to go ahead and get the next upgrade here at Mosquito. In other words, fishing here at Mosquito till we can purchase a second upgrade that is similar strength to our first one. And then maybe we'll commit to doing a little bit of fishing at Winding. And if we can't get on the fish there, we can always come back here, but that'd be a good break from everything we've been doing here, I would say. And then that way we can get our third rig. No matter when we hit level 12, I don't really care about that. I want to have 3 upgraded rigs before we even step foot at Old Berg. And obviously this isn't a white bream, but I wish it was. And the other thing I want to have before we set foot at Old Berg is, yeah, now the perch are going to start coming in. If we catch 2 or 3 perch in a row, all right, see how there's no ground bait, okay? This is an example of the ground bait bug. No ground bait. Now, if I switch which bells I have on, the ground bait comes back. So that's why between casts, if you're using ground bait or PVA, when you remember to, it is worth checking your rig. The other thing I want to have before we step foot in Old Berg is I want to have a fishing net so that we can bring in the bigger fish without having to try to lift them into our arms. And I want to at least do a little bit more work on, yeah, we're just going to be getting perch here now. We're so close on that stinking white bream. A little bit more work on all of the 3 major things that we're trying to upgrade, which is baitcraft, ground bait, and the third one is cooking. We haven't talked about cooking yet in this series. But in my mind, part of what goes with cooking now is if you're going to get the shovel to dig worms and potentially level up bait craft, harvesting baits a little bit that way, you need to start working on cooking, because you'll need the tea or some sort of ability to give yourself energy back to do it somewhat efficiently. So we've got some goals before we even think about Old Berg. A lot of that we'll do here, and then we'll also take some sessions at... all right, I'm going to cast it out one more time, and I'm going to look at the cafe order. I just don't think it's going to be possible for us to catch the white bream before the order's done. We've got 19 hours. We need 2 more. What time is it? 6? The order will be finished at 1 a.m. I had to do some math and it was hard. 1 a.m. Could we get it 2 more fatties by 1 a.m.? I guess, you know, we can always just find out. But I think it's time for us to move. We're catching tons of perch. And I do want to go try out our spot down there. So anyway, we'll work on cooking a little bit, bait harvesting some more, as well as ground bait. So all those are things we at least want to make progress. Is that a white bream? No, it's a gibble. I was going to say, are you telling me there's a chance? We will try to make progress on all of those. Well, based on what we've been catching, the most likely scenario is perch. But we have seen like small common carps come out of this place too, this little spot. But we're going to try a little bit different at our spot down there with the sleepers. We'll see how it goes. I got to be honest with you, I'm not sure what a really big perch would even feel like on this rig. So my assumption here is that it's more like a common carp or a tench, but it could be a perch. I just don't even know for sure. It is not a perch. I actually think it's a gibble. And if it is a gibble, then that's going to be a trophy, right? And it's going to be hard to... Oh, it's a bream. I forget what bream even feel like. It's been so long. Okay, let's go do some experimenting. I'm excited about this. Do I have ground bait that I can make if I need to? Yes. I thought we had purchased 3 last time. And we've got a little bread we can turn into bait as well. That was a nice bream for the rig we just caught that on. All right, this is our new rig. Let's set that down for a second. All right, so we're gonna try a variety of things here. We're gonna go with a 10 hook instead of a 6 and night crawlers. And we're gonna put the 8 clip on again. So theoretically, with a 10 hook, we should still be able to catch the trophy some. But it also might increase the bite rate a little bit, which could be good. All right, 8 on this. Now, we're going to try something a little weird here. On this one, we're going to go with a 6 hook, and we're going to try using cheese. Now, I may regret this, but we know that there are roach in this spot, or there has been. I'm not saying it's the best roach spot. There might be others that are much better. But I want to see if cheese will catch anything. And if it doesn't, we'll try some other things. But if you look at the biggest roach caught at Mosquito, some of them are on like these weird like caddisfly and mayfly larvae, which I don't really want to purchase at this point. One was on night crawlers, but one was on cheese. So I just want to see what, if anything, will be interested in our cheese. And the answer may be common carp. And if that's the answer, we could definitely get in trouble here. Ooh. The answer could also be tench. If that's the answer, then that's a good fish for us to be catching. But the tench is not going to help us fill that that roach order. Oh, that's a big one. So, if we do still catch a trophy, I might like the slightly smaller hooks better, just because we're going to be getting overall a higher volume of fish here. But if that means we're less likely to get the trophies, then, you know, maybe it's worth having the 6, because those are worth a lot of experience and silver. It just kind of depends on what you're going for. Now, as far as the roach goes, we could also try casters, maggots, even bark beetle larvae. In my mind, at least, I think that roach should like that. And we don't just want to catch a lot of small roach. We're trying to see how can we get a big one. Well, the tench are definitely here right now. I'm not going to give that cheese too much longer, because if the only thing that's really interested in that is tench, I don't really want to wait for that. I'm not trying to go for tench right now. We will have plenty of tench days once we're at Old Berg. Tench days and bream nights. All right, let's give it till 9:30. 12 more in-game minutes, and then we're switching off the cheese. Okay, that's it. Now, let's go slightly smaller hook. Let's go down to a 10, and let's try some of these other things. Let's start with bark beetle larvae. Maybe I should wait and do this experiment after Chinese sleeper trophy time is over. Maybe I should just go night crawlers for right now. Whatever we do during this session, we need to purchase more night crawlers before we spend all of our silver on anything else. All right. And the winner is... That's a roach. Okay, so we might be onto something. Let's go to night crawlers for now. Somebody in chat just caught a 65-pound catfish. They're doing very different kind of fishing than we are right now. Yeah, I guess the bite rate's been higher, but we sure have not gotten any trophies yet, have we? And that size six hook might matter. I don't know. Wow. You know it's something good when it makes our big rig bend like that. All right, let's see if all the bullies have come in and knocked knocked us down off the sleeper records. Yep. All the way down to 5th. Coop, how could you, buddy? This spot could behave a little differently with the rain the way it is. It's not going to get as hot as it often does, and it's just raining. But we have so far not gotten a trophy, which this would be the first morning, sort of 4 or 5 hours in the morning, of not getting at least one Chinese sleeper in quite a few episodes. Although the tench we've caught are worth a lot more silver and experience, I believe. Okay, so on this rod, we're going to go back to a 6 hook. And while we're sitting here testing other things on the other 2 rods, we'll just hope that we might land something big. This 3rd rod has tended to be our trophy Chinese sleeper rod anyway, so we'll leave that. And then let's, I guess, give it just a minute here, as it looks like we might be getting a nibble. But I want to rotate these two rods to some different baits. It's amazing how long that's taking. I hope there's not a small fish on there, and that's just like the fish trying to struggle against the... I don't think it is, though. Yeah, we still haven't. We still haven't figured out sort of this afternoon time when this spot is slower. We should really rotate and fish for something else. Which I would have at least tried different baits in this spot a while ago. I'm just don't want to interrupt that bite. All right, I guess let's do it on this one at least. We'll leave that front rod alone for a little bit. So let's try bark beetle larva on this one. I don't know. I guess I'll give it a little bit longer and then I'm just going to pick it up because it feels like that is just crazy sauce. Now I'm kind of fascinated by it. If it's something big and mean, at least it's going on the right rod. You know, for all I know, it's just like a bug, like a bite that won't ever turn into anything. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is worth waiting for or not. Oh my goodness. What was that? It said there was a fish on. I don't know, that's weird. That's just weird. Alright, let's try casters. Since it's so late, we'll just try it in the same spot. And we're going to be moving for too much longer. So let's see if casters or bark beetle larvae do anything. Well, now both. Okay, that's a gibble. Let's try maggots. Huh. Bream. So we're on the roach with maggots. Casters has been a little more random so far. There goes the night crawlers. With the big hook. Wow. Mayflower larva for that blue. And stonefly larva for the smelt. Huh. Interesting, copycat. Seems like he's on a good spot. Okay, so let's, it's not quite white bream time. We're going to need a intense, quick, lucky white bream session once it is time, though. Let's take the clip off so we're ready, but let's just try throwing this right in here. Oops. I actually meant to change that back to, well, I guess we can change this one to bark beetle larva. Tinch on the casters. Is that a common carp? Man. Lots of weird stuff likes that bait. Casters, man, those are interesting. All right, so 12 worm, go. It's early. God, a stinking clip. It's early still for white bream, but we need to get lucky on the white bream to finish the order, so we'll go ahead and try to start getting lucky. We've got bark beetle larva and worm still. Ooh, 11 silver for our perch. 16 silver for our tench. Dang. We definitely have that order done. There's only 3 hours and 42 seconds left on the white bream. Common carp. All right. You know what that means. It's time to go full force. Alright, this is the bark beetle larva. I'm kind of surprised that, like, everything likes that bark beetle larva. I thought that was going to be a common roach magnet. need to change the hook on one of these. I think it's the second line. Got a 10 instead of a 12. We'll try it. Right now it's better to be lucky than good. If this is a white bream, we're just one away. But we have no time left. I mean, it is gonna just be close here. This could be it. That's not a white bream, is it? It's another perch. Come on, perch, go to bed. Are we really one short right now? Oh no, we're two short. I forgot it's 6. Holy cow. I don't know that we're going to get that. We've got just over 2 hours left. It's 50 silver though. I'm guessing this isn't a white bream, but we'll see. This might be a regular bream. Or a tench. Oh crap. Just over an hour and a half. Well, we tried. If we had had more time left on the order, it would have totally been doable, but there was just a small window that we had here. Ugh, we're gonna be one off. Oh my goodness. 35 minutes to catch another one just like that. This has pretty much got to be it. It could be. Might be a little small though. Maybe that'll be it. It's got to be quick though. That's too small, right? It's got to be 300. That was 261. We have no time left. 15 minutes. Oh my goodness, guys. That's it. 9 minutes, 8 minutes. 52 silver, we did it. We've got plenty of time on that, so we can catch another small one. Wow. Well, that just takes this fishing session from being good to great in terms of silver. We're now at 141 silver. Wow. That's a bream. Remember, this is the one we had the larger hook on. We should have had it backwards. We should have the larger hook on the first rod and this one a smaller one. You know, this could be like another 2 kilo bream. Or even like 1.75. Which again, really means that this, all these little things push this from being good to great. It is in fact a bream. Ooh. All right. And we're just going to finish out this episode here fishing for white bream. And then we'll cash in. The white bream are just really nice right now. I'm just guessing that the fish is on, but it's hard to say for sure because the line's not moving. put a 10 worm. Wow. Let's see if we have enough small ones now. $22 more silver. So we finished three really nice orders. Yeah, that didn't have ground bait on it. Ground bait bug. I just can't believe how good the fishing's been at Mosquito. It's really just been phenomenal. You know, we are consistently catching nice white breams on a size 10 hook. Might be onto something there. Might be better than the 12s. 12s sometimes bring in the smaller ones more often, it seems like. So another one. They should die off here any minute. So fortunate on those orders. Oh yeah, and we finished one more cafe order because it's disappeared now. It was this other one down here. Oh, this is a good order. 30 silver for 7 very reasonable perch. You could sit here all day and catch a bunch of perch off this dock and get that order. Barely a marker. All right. Okay, so we're gonna sell fish. 164 plus 59 more. 223 silver. What a great session. In the rain. Alright, so we got 1 comma comfort. I think our second one will be an Asteria. Maybe we do get the tall one. 4 meters. Let's get the tall one. Alright. And then our next reel, I mean, the most economic thing to do would be get another Lacerti, but I'm going to try to diversify. So we might save up for a Lacerti S. And we'll go from there. We don't have that far to go to get the next reel. In fact, I would say during our next session, unless it just ends up being really poor, we will be able to do that. Ooh, I bet this is a perch. That is a crucian. But according to how the orders look next time we log in, or next time we go with our next session, we might go to winding. Or maybe halfway through. Maybe we can get a couple orders done, be able to afford the reel, set up the second nice rig, and then go to winding. We'll see. I think actually winding is a reasonable place to target roach if they have, especially if they have some cafe orders, but I think they pay more for common roach, or at least they used to at winding. I don't know if that's been standardized. Wow, we got another nice white bream there. Okay, one thing we do need to do, we need to always be purchasing bread. And let's get 3 more ground bait things. We still have enough attractant left. Okay, I think we're good. We're in a really good spot here. This was a good session. It went better than I was thinking it was going to. We're not going to set up our new Asteria yet. I will show you what it looks like. I used this feeder rod for a long time on my first couple of accounts. It's going to be nice. Get that Lacerti S hooked up to there. That'll be a fancy rig. See how it is a little longer. Once we get this set up, this will be our number 1 rig. This will be our number 2. Okay. As always, thanks for watching. I'm having so much fun. I think I'll probably do another session a little later tonight after streaming. But thanks for being here, and I will see you next time.